this is Run the Numbers. My name is Jason, and we're putting a good video together today that's part of our warm-up series. So in fact, that means that I am on the camera, but doing a walk and talk, so I'm in motion, on the go, and moving through a wonderful little park within the city of Los Angeles, specifically here within West Hollywood, going to an interesting area today. So I thought, yeah, let's be on the go and in motion so that I put together a good video that's also part of our 100 videos challenge, and that is all in an effort to put out a whole lot of videos, in fact 100 videos, specifically published within 100 days, and that is so that all this content on YouTube can be helpful to you, be up and published onto YouTube, and enjoyable and helpful for you on your personal finance journey. Okay, so with all that said, with all that introduction made, let's go out into the sun here. Let's mention a little bit as to maybe something you've picked up on some of the videos so far, since I'm already about over halfway in this 100 videos challenge. You maybe have picked up on some themes. Hopefully you've watched a good number of the videos, and you maybe are kind of at this point wondering what's going on as to why there's something of a gap, why I haven't bothered to mention about a big area within finance, and that is what some people even think about finance exclusively. When they hear the word finance, they think, oh, okay, how about some stock picking? How about just some good advice about individual equities to have as a way to appreciate their holdings, to gain on the appreciation of their holdings. And the reason, and I thought to make this video to explain, the reason I haven't gone through and made a lot of videos that are, I'll go ahead and turn around, that are specifically related to stock picking and selecting individual stocks as part of a general balanced, hopefully diversified portfolio, is that I have something of a philosophy, and I wanted to share that with you right now, and that is, it is incredibly difficult to beat the market, especially on your own as an individual investor. That is, many of the kind of quote-unquote professionals have all kinds of tools and technology and just basically something of an advantage. And as an individual investor, you can have a good amount of tools. A lot of the platforms, they come with all kinds of ways to perform equity research and get all the information you need to understand, the technical analysis, the whole charting, and understanding, what have been some recent patterns in the stock performance. You can get all that, so I'm not trying to say you're void of that, and that's an impossibility. Very, very well, you can gather that information. The issue, though, is you're generally, with all the things you can get, still going to be at a disadvantage, and that is just proven by the numbers of how difficult it is to quote-unquote beat the market. That is to say, you'd be better off simply putting money into a broad market, index fund. For example, the S&P 500. So my thought is, I don't want to come onto this channel and be like, oh yeah, it's time to, dump a whole lot of money into stock, this, just because I would feel it would be disingenuous, because I'd give you this taste of like, yeah, it's a good idea for you to do a whole lot, perhaps even excessive amounts of this stock picking, which I in general think it's few and far between where you actually can do kind of a better job than quote unquote the general market. So that's why I've steered cleared. of it now. I should say, I myself, I try to play a little bit where I do some individual stock picking. So it's not like there's no, value into, trying your hand at it. I do it a lot for learning purposes. I do it a lot just as a way to kind of balance my portfolio with some other things I have going on. There's all kinds of reasons to do it. So I'm not trying to say to steer clear of it. I just don't want to come off that I'm wanting to actively advocate for this as a good idea to do before you've considered just generally putting money into, like I said, a broad market index fund where hopefully you can keep the costs down, look carefully at the expense ratio to make sure you're not paying a whole lot for that right to be holding the general stock market, say the S&P 500. So, with all those things to look out for, yeah, those are my thoughts. So hopefully this makes a little bit more sense as to why in the many videos I've put together, I've steered cleared so far of telling you, oh yeah, now's the time to put a whole lot of money into this stock or that stock, which a lot of people think personal finance is all about. So hopefully this helps you get a little bit more into the thought process I go into, what things I'd like to talk about. If there's an extreme reason where it makes sense for me to in fact talk a lot about one particular stock, maybe I could, bend my little rules I've got at this point. But I have to really think about, the rhyme and reason as to why I'm interested to bend my rules. So it's not that these rules can't be broken or bent, but for the most part, I'd like to try to just simply encourage you, my audience, and again, not financial advice. This is just what I like to think for myself, my own philosophy, that in general, I like to just put money into the general, broad market index fund and sort of call it a day from there as a way to be investing into stocks. And that's what I want to part with you today. So I'll end it there. Hopefully this helps. If you have additional questions and want some follow-up, let me know. Put a comment into this video. Also like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all those things. I'll leave you there. Gotta run.